Hello, Taurus. Thank you so much for joining me today on Fortune's Wheel Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the new moon in Aries. So the first thing I'm going to do is read a little bit from the Moonology Manifestation Oracle cards for this time period. Of course, a new moon is a time for planting those seeds of intention, for manifesting, putting our wishes out into the universe. So the instruction from the Moonology Manifestation Oracle cards is to go for it for the new moon in Aries. So this card heralds good news, opportunities abound, and the outlook is positive. Go through the doors that are opening to you. There's every reason to believe you'll create what you want, even if you feel a long way from your goal. Keep going and be courageous. Chase your dreams with childlike enthusiasm and expect your desires to be satisfied. Don't sit around making plans. Do take action. This is crucial. Chase your goal. Believe in divine timing. In love, make the first move if you dare. Financially, be proactive. The manifesting focus. This card is especially good sign if you need more courage or determination, or if you're chasing someone or something. The manifesting mindset. Be driven, determined. Take action. Ditch faint-heartedness. The manifesting tips right now for boosting your courage. You can call in the Archangel Ariel, who's associated with spring and is wonderful to appeal to when you need courage. I've got some red jasper out here you can see. These are great crystals to work with during this time as well. Call in the energy of the planet Mars, which guides the sign of Aries. To boost your courage, you can always ask Ariel and Mars for assistance. Your manifestation affirmation for this time: I am on the right track. Soon I will... ... You fill in the blank, Taurus. This is definitely a time of soon I will... ... I love springtime. I am an Aries, so this is definitely a time to go for it, whatever it may be. This time of hope, rebirth. I love this time of year, so I hope you do as well. I offer this for the highest good to benefit the planet. Release me from any blocks and restrictions. May this serve all who need. Spirit and angel guides, keepers of the divine white light, keepers of the Akashic records, ascended masters. What are the messages for Taurus, please, for the new moon in Aries, or whenever this message finds them? Thank you. I did pre-shuffle your deck a bit, Taurus. Taurus. I did pre-shuffle the deck a bit for you, Taurus, before I started this reading. Your first card out is the number 2 Akashic Library. The next card is the King of Forces. Your third card is the One of Keys, the Architect. Powerful messages for you for this new moon in Aries. On the bottom of the deck, the 8 of Roses, Sangha Community. This is all about calling in your tribe, your soul tribe, your Sangha, whatever you call it. Your community of like-minded people. Those around you that can help you along your journey, and who those people are around you, what they mean to you. The first card out for you is the number 2, the Akashic Library. This, of course, is a major arcana in the Akashic Tarot. So this is an important message for you, Taurus. Inside a great library, candles cast a glow upon the books in the tall shelves. A sage sits thoughtfully with an open book on his table and a quill pen in his hand. Sometimes this card can indicate writing or publishing a book, but this card also symbolizes a new initiation. An ability to manifest a new life in every way. You've moved deeper into the Akashic records and into a higher self-awareness. Further investigation may be required, but you have a better understanding of your old motives and your new purposes, Taurus. This is also a time of heightened intuition, as well as greater self-creation. During this phase, all you have to do is add a little conscious effort to write your new records in the Akasha. To get started today, write one simple declaration about the future you wish to create, and repeat it to yourself often. Then decide one thing that you can do, Taurus, and do it. One thing that you can do to make that happen, the future that you wish to create. Do it. Anything can happen now. The breadth of the landscape before you rests solely on the scope of your own imagination and your will to own it. And the next messages you've got coming up are all saying the same thing. So when you receive this card, it indicates that a book will bring a message to you. So open any book today that compels you to do so. Let it fall open to any page and read a passage there and reflect on the words throughout the day. Determine which relationship or situation in your life it addresses, and don't assume that it's the one most urgently on your mind. The Akashic forces are active in every part of your life, Taurus, and your books are actually a part of the Akashic library as well. Close your eyes and envision yourself stepping into the most beautiful and serene of all ancient libraries. Imagine yourself taking a book from the shelf and opening it to a page. Notice the first word that comes to you. What does it make you feel, and what is it telling you? Remember to visit this mystical library very often, Taurus, whenever you can, and tap into this expansive wisdom that is yours. It's a time of heightened intuition and greater self-creation. Remember that, Taurus. These next cards are saying the same things to you, really. The King of Forces is your next card out, and the King of Forces is likened to the King of Wands in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot. So this is a card of action, fire, movement. But he holds dominion over those animals and of the earth in this tarot, in the Akashic tarot. A man standing by a stream is surrounded by different kinds of animals of the woods. The power of nature is all around him, and the earth beneath his feet, the star-filled nebula in the sky above, the water running by. And yet he is a force himself, exerting a calmness on the wolf, the rabbit, which are natural enemies. This card indicates the presence of a masculine energy who has powerful and positive energy. This could be you, of course, Taurus. He comes with good intentions. Gentleness and honesty resonate from him. If you don't know him yet, his energy will be coming into your life soon, and he could bring support for a special project or work issue or just your life in general. This person may also be a possible love interest. So, in order to be open to receiving a masculine presence of honor, make sure that you engage in honoring and being tender toward yourself, Taurus. For you or a masculine around you, there could be a position coming in any of the careers natural to the King of Forces, such as electronics, physics, geology, astronomy, alternative fuel, any of the earth sciences, or industries and environmental care. Excuse me. Any activity connecting with earth energy and nature are beneficial to you right now, Taurus. So get out in nature. Whether you're male or female, and even if that's as simple as putting some flowers, on your desk. I don't know if you noticed I have the hyacinths and daffodils that have already popped up in my yard. It's helpful to me because I'm a child of nature to bring a little nature inside as well. It brings me joy. So if it works the same way for you, definitely do that. Especially if you can't get outside. Whether you're male or female, this also reveals an important side of yourself. Feel the balance and beauty of nature, and know these powerful forces are always moving within and around you, Taurus. Close your eyes and sense the King of Forces by your side. Feel universal beauty and power moving through you, within you, and around you. Feel how this gentle force and wisdom are. How will you rule these forces and allow them to serve you, Taurus? You basically have the power of nature, the power of the forces of nature. You have a calmness about you. Goodness, gentleness, and honesty resonate from this King of Forces, whether it's you or a masculine around you, Taurus. It's a calming, quiet, powerful energy. You also have the One of Keys. Keys in the Akashic Tarot correspond to the Rider-Waite as pentacles. So you see this gentleman here pointing his arm out. He's the master of all of he surveys there. And he can carve out a new life. A man and woman in rich Egyptian dress stand at a table filled with structural drawings and measuring utensils. He is the architect of all they survey, and he points to an unseen building. Throughout the scene, many workers toil on foundations, pylons, and palaces. At a mundane level, you could be renovating your home or your workplace or working on a building project, but most importantly, this is a time for you to step into a position of power. In order to do that, you must recognize your talents and strengths, Taurus, as well as your authority to take charge. An opportunity beckons that utilizes your skills perfectly. So feel the command you have over the great scope of this situation and be ready to take charge of it. Close your eyes, take a relaxing breath, and move deeply into the authority and confidence that come from your eternal truth. You are easy in command. Feel your talents and power stir within you as you design the destiny you seek. As you design the destiny you seek. And don't forget the manifestation affirmation for this new moon in Aries is, I am on the right track. Soon I will. ... What are you on your way to doing, Taurus? Because, wow, you have got some powerful energy for this new moon in Aries. Figure out what it is that you would like to do. What is it that interests you? What do you want to gain knowledge over and about? What do you want to use the power of the King of Forces to help you do? How do you want to rule over these forces of nature right now? And you are the architect of all you survey. You have the power to create whatever it is that you want, Taurus. Whatever it is that you want to do. Those are powerful Akashic messages for you for this new moon in Aries time. I'm going to pull a card for you now, or for whenever this message finds you, Taurus. Time is fluid. I'm going to pull a card for you now from the Shaman's Dream Oracle. Thank you, Spirit and Angel Guides, for these beautiful messages for Taurus. What is the Shaman's Dream Oracle message for Taurus for the new moon in Aries, or whenever this message finds them? What is the message Taurus needs to hear at this time? Thank you, Spirit and Angel Guides. Thank you, Ascended Masters. Number 62, Will-o'-the-Wisp, Treasures Hidden in the Shadows. Of course, this reduces to an 8. And thanks for your patience, Taurus. Treasures hidden in the shadows, the great mystery, epiphany. Will-o'-the-wisp hovers in her luminescent glory above the twilight moors of your life, whispering for you to step into the fog, into the mystery, the unknown. You may have been visited by her before, but, though intrigued, you refused her invitation. It would be safer, you decided, to remain on the journey you know. While you always have a choice as to whether to follow her or not, you never know when you might encounter her again. In this sense, turning away has its own consequences. Why is the known so appealing? It's only when you wake up to its restrictions, its soft prison or golden cage, that you realize there must be more. Will-o'-the-wisp has come to you once again to offer you magic, but you will have to sacrifice certainty in the pursuit of adventure, your comfort zone for the dangers of discovery, your well-trodden path for the detours that may very well lead you astray. Or will they? Can you accept that losing yourself will bring you closer to your true self? The profound shift of an epiphany can occur only when you risk the detour and enter the unknown. Now is the time to trust higher forces to lead you into this place. These worlds are hidden at the threshold between what was and what can be. Here is where you will learn about your own unmaking to unmask yourself. Love what you discover, dark or light. See it all as divine, and find a quiet, thrumming power waiting for you to channel it into the world for good. The treasure you find, filled with the wealth of love and kindness, true prosperity, is ripe to share with others. Let me read that again, Taurus. The treasure you find, filled with the wealth of love and kindness, true prosperity, is ripe to share with others. She is here for you now. Will you accept her invitation? A great bounty of goodness awaits you. So basically, wealth of love and kindness is what is true prosperity, Taurus. A wealth of love and kindness is true prosperity. That is true. Because at the end of the day, all the things we have are just things, aren't they? True prosperity in this life is love. And even, especially love of self, and not in an egotistical way at all, but in a seeing your divine self as a part of something greater and connecting to all beings on this planet, Taurus. And you have to love yourself before you can truly love another. I'm going to pull a card for you now from the Work Your Light Oracle deck. Thank you, Spirit and Angel Guides, for these beautiful messages for Taurus. What is the Work Your Light Oracle message for Taurus, please, for the new moon in Aries, or whenever this message finds them? Thank you, Spirit. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? This is an action card it's an inquiry card, I believe. Thanks again for your patience, Taurus. These cards are a little bit harder to find. It's actually an inquiry card. Of course, it's asking a question. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? You can see all the arms there grappling for you, Taurus. Everybody grabbing at you. Sometimes it's not a good thing, is it? You are being called to create clearer boundaries in your life. This could be with your friends, family, or work. Saying yes when you really mean no. leads to resentment, which is the biggest energy drain ever. At first, it might only be a little bit and not feel like a big deal, but before you know it, your energy field becomes porous and you are feeling depleted, resentful, or taken advantage of. Saying no and having clear boundaries is actually a spiritual act. The most giving, loving, compassionate people are those with the clearest boundaries. For when they say yes, they are able to give unconditionally. When your boundaries are clear, others know where they stand and you're able to give freely. If you're not clear with your boundaries, this causes confusion, resentment, and energetic cords to be planted. If you're saying yes when you really mean no, you're likely needing something yourself. Ask yourself, what part of me needs something from this person? It could be a need for approval, a fear of being seen a certain way, or a fear of loss. The best way to gauge your boundaries is to check in with your belly. Your belly is your second brain. It's that gut feeling, of course. Tune into this space when you're deciding what's okay for you. How does it feel? What's it trying to communicate with you? Ask yourself for the Work Your Light inquiry. Where in your life do you need to establish better boundaries? I'm going to pull a card for you now. That is a Chakra Wisdom card, Taurus. These are not oracle cards, but they can give us a little bit more insight into areas that may need a little bit more attention within our chakras. So hopefully this will be beneficial to you. What is the Chakra Wisdom card for Taurus, please? Chakra Wisdom card for Taurus. I can't get over how powerful these messages of creation are for you and ruling over your destiny. And wow, the color of these just jump right out at me right away. Setting boundaries. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Fifth chakra, throat chakra, setting boundaries. I teach others how to love and respect me by how I love and respect myself. My integrity is supported when I express my thoughts and feelings. I am aware of excessively wanting to please others. I will maintain and grow my personal power by saying yes when I mean yes and saying no when I want to say no. Taurus. I'm sorry for yelling into the microphone. That is amazing. You see that these are multiple decks that I am pulling from, and you're getting the same message. I speak up for myself, and I set boundaries regarding other people's behavior. I do this by asking for what I want, asking for what I do want, such as respect, patience, tolerance, and support, rather than telling them what I don't want. That is very important, Taurus. You have to tell people things in such a way, not what you don't want, because that actually brings more into your life of what you don't want. How you use your words is very important. And so, didn't the Shaman's Dream Oracle message say about kindness? Kindness. The treasure you find filled with the wealth of love and kindness, true prosperity is ripe to share with others. So you have to establish those boundaries, and if you're not doing it already, obviously. But wow, I'm blown away. I mean, I could go on about this, and it makes me want to pull more cards. But obviously, Taurus, you are creating some powerful things right now. You're able to create whatever it is that you want, to carve out the destiny that you seek, and you can do that with confidence. Set your boundaries, make them clear. You can do it in a loving, kind, and thoughtful way. But you definitely should be working on your throat chakra and in setting those boundaries and teaching others how to love and respect you. And say yes when you mean yes and no when you mean no. There's nothing in this world that says that you have to do everything that everyone wants you to do all the time, Taurus. I'm an Aries, so I understand that. I want to make everybody happy all the time, too. And I know some Taurus who are good people that want to take care of everybody around them. And, you've got to take care of yourself sometimes. So ask for what you do want and tell people that you want respect, patience, and you expect respect, patience, tolerance, and support, and nothing else is acceptable. And that's all you need to say. And those that love you will be there for you and respect those boundaries, and those that do not will fall away. And whatever is meant for you will never leave you, Taurus. So I hope that you have enjoyed these messages. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you liked this reading, please reach out and hit that like and subscribe button right now. And I will see you next time. Have a wonderful new moon in Aries period and enjoy your spring. Love and light.